Welcome to Fortnite Live. I am Will Kinsler. You guys can call me Rackzilla. Have with me, as always, KL Smith from the community team.
What's up?
And we've got some developers with us today as well. We have Zach Phelps, our director of production, and Dave Spolinski,
Hey, guys.
lead level designer.
Hi.
So last time we talked to you guys, we were kicking off OT4, and we're already back pretty quick here with OT5. So today we're going to be looking at a new mission and some other new things in OT5. Kale's going to be playing for us here, but I want to talk to Zach real quick first. What can we expect to see that's new for the new OT?
Well, we added a new mission. We've changed balance. So what the players will see is when they go in, we're going to see fixed balance or fixed difficulty levels across both Stonewood, Plankerton, and Canny, which should greatly increase the difficulty of the game. And we've added a new soldier. So we've added our female soldier thanks to the artists. And we've added a new we've replaced our card pack system with pinatas.
Yeah, and we're actually going to take a look at that. First, we'll jump here real quick into our new mission, which is Power the Reactor. KL is going to be playing for us. And then when we do that, we'll actually come out and look and see what one of those new pinata packs looks like and buy one and check it out. All right, let's go into the mission here.
Alrighty.
So KL is actually playing with our new female soldier model. And so Dave, you worked on this mode. What can you tell us about Power the Reactor?
So Power the Reactor is a mode that you're going to find within the Plankerton and Canny Valley locations. So the basic gist of it is that you need to complete the construction of a reactor that you'll find within the zone. And to be able to do that, you're going to need to find some of the missing power parts that have been taken from the construction site that was destroyed before you and your team got there. So to find those missing power parts, you have to search the entire zone and look for some cloaked hidden caches that you'll be able to stumble across. And basically, inside the caches, you're not sure what you're going to find. It could be the power parts you need. It could be one of a few various other things. And every time you find a power part, it's going to start installing it in the reactor core, and once you've found all of them, it will and installed all of them, you can power the reactor and win, and that's sort of your primary goal. But along the way, you're going to get raided by AI periodically, so you need to kind of balance your time in the mission, exploring, searching for the hidden caches, and also protecting the site so that it doesn't get destroyed again, which is sort of the whole premise of why you're here in the first place.
Gotcha. So Kale, looks like you guys are still looking for the reactor.
Yeah.
So far.
I think we have it.
Gotcha.
I have the location down.
So one other thing, so we've updated the HUD. So you see that we've also added a shield for the player. And we've added...
That's that blue bar.
That's a blue bar in the upper left there. And we've got a new HUD layout for your quick bar in the lower right. And so we've given the player more options for all their gadgets. So that way they can get all the gadgets onto hotkeys, and we've narrowed the number of weapons that we can sort of hot swap between to 3, and then made a spot for your harvesting weapon, so that way it's always accessible.
You about to jump, Kale?
I was thinking about it.
He's taking
I want to
the
get some
leap.
blue glue.
We've also added fall damage to the game, significantly more. So about 2-story drop, you're going to be okay. Anything over that, though, you will take some significant damage. Whereas in past builds, you've been able to fall from 8-story buildings without issue.
Yeah, you want to avoid jumping off skyscrapers at this point. So.
Or if you want to demonstrate, Kale, that'd be fine with us.
No, I've had my fair share of falls.
So the shield won't save you from that?
No,
So,
it goes
yeah.
directly to your health.
Yes, it does.
So we got a new core there. That's what we're going to be trying to fill in those translucent parts of the core to complete the construction of it. And so now that you guys have found it, you're going to need to go searching for hidden caches to find those missing parts.
Gotcha. So for everybody watching, I did neglect to mention we are giving away some codes in the chat right now. So if you are still waiting to get into Fortnite, let us know. We're going to be PMing some codes to some of you guys. Really appreciate you being patient and waiting with us while we bring more players into the game, and we'll get some more of you guys in today. All right. So it looks like you're getting sort of an initial structure build around here, KL.
Oh, there's another new feature in the game. So we've also added patrols. So we've got these patrols that are going to be that basically now spawn in the environment as you're exploring. They're a lot harder at night than they are during the day. As you can see, all these little dwarf husks are coming after Kale right now.
Yeah, so they add a bit of ambient threat to your exploration of the zone. So you may now, think that you can walk inside a warehouse and inspect it and try to find all of the good stuff without any problems, but one of the patrols might find you and make that sort of a difficult thing for you now.
Very difficult.
And that's persistent across the different game modes, right? The patrols?
Yep. Yeah, it's in every game mode.
Alright, where'd that
Gotcha.
go?
All right, Kale, what's the game plan here?
Alright, so
So you guys got to throw the switch at this point, it looks like.
yeah, we still have to throw the switch. I would like to get a basic structure up around this. Right now, I was just trying to get some of that blue glow. I love collecting blue glow. But I'm not exactly, because this is pinned up against this wall, I'm trying to think about how I want to build this. Or build up against this cliff here. What we do have is we're on the edge of the map, so I like throwing enemy husks off of the map. So I'm going to figure out how we can work that into this build around this structure here. So
Yeah, it looks like you could definitely use that to your advantage. You won't get attacked from the edge of the map, so you can probably focus the number of fronts that way. That'd be a good base design.
oh my gosh, there's just so many.
That is awesome.
This is going to be rough.
Now,
Oh my
Kale,
God.
you remember the last time we streamed, we talked about how it was harder than before, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think we proved that was true. But you told me that you would come in and you would play well today and you would make us proud.
We'll see. This is already pretty overwhelming.
Yeah, I mean this mode is interesting, right? In the sense that you are being attacked, early on, while you are still trying to to build, and so there's a little bit more to think about, in terms of making sure that you're prepared, and having that coordination with your teammates so that at least somebody's building while somebody's fending them off. But I think that they're helping you out pretty well so far.
Yeah, the other thing that adds sort of a new element to building your fort in this mode is, as you can see, the size of the reactor is pretty substantial.
Yeah.
It's sort of like a cross shape, and Kale almost fell off the map. And so that means that you can't really build the same fort design that you can in some of the other modes. So if you're used to building a specific shape, this sort of challenges you to build something different. Now, obviously, you can build a really large fort,
Right.
and but that's going to take a lot more resources. So if you're trying to be efficient, you're going to have to find a new way to be efficient with this object that you need to defend.
So is that a deliberate choice then, in designing it, is saying like, hey, we see people building a certain way, let's give them different building challenges in terms of the thing that they're trying to protect?
Yeah, and we like the fact that people found specific ways of building around, say, the Atlas for the gate missions, and we just wanted to offer them a new challenge, and so that it will spark some creativity in the users to find new shapes that are really, effective against the enemy assaults.
All right. Let's switch back to wood.
All right. So you're worried obviously about this side of it, but having that the edge of the map there does give you a little bit less to worry about.
Yeah,
So where are you thinking you're gonna launch them from?
well, first off, I need some
Yeah,
some launch pads. I don't know if I have any of those. Let's see. No, I don't.
So
Got-
we'll get you some launch pads.
Yeah, we get some launch pads. So what I'm thinking right now is to send them off. I'm trying to think about how we would need to do it. I would actually have to build not the not the ramps that I normally propel, like if we were building out this way, which we will. I'm gonna have to launch them and make them ski this way. So I'm thinking I have to build like the houses, sorta. So it's gonna be like a straight wall, and then it's gonna arc out on top, and then we're gonna let them come up underneath, and then it's gonna shoot them out. So
This-
I'll do an
this-
example.
This sounds like it's either gonna work really well
Or
or not at all.
Yeah. So here's a what is blocking that?
You're out of wood.
Oh no.
No, not to worry. Your team's got your back there.
Yeah,
They've been
they-
dropping wood in front of you for a couple minutes now. So.
Yeah, I've been too busy trying to.
Yeah, they've been like, here's the wood, man. Here's the wood. You want some wood?
But
Man, those patrols.
yeah, these things are killer on, especially when I'm out here. Wasn't as bad when I was.
Oh,
running
and
around the base.
we're playing a high threat Plankerton as well. Huh. You guys chose
A challenge.
dangerously.
Yeah, they decided to challenge
I
themselves.
was playing a high threat Plankerton a little earlier. The AI handed
Okay.
its. It was.
All
it was
right,
not
so an example of what I'm talking about is something like this. And then we'd have to put the floor ramp here. So what's going to happen is that the husks,
so
when
you
we have
wanna-
a floor trap here, they're going to hit that, they're going to skate off of this, and then they go, whoo. Exactly making that noise, too. And then I'm
gonna have to
hoping
add
that
that
they'll
into the
fly
game.
out somewhere over there.
Well,
so now,
It's got it, but is it gonna
I
go?
guess we
will
all
they go
have our
f-
hopes and
will they go that
dreams.
far?
Will
I
they
don't
go
know.
because if they don't go that far, then you're just pulling them up down
I know.
there.
So it's dangerous, but I feel like we have to use this to our advantage. So we'll see. That's what I'm thinking about right now. But it's just about where am I gonna place all these? We're gonna have to do quite a bit of building because
I don't know what you guys think. Is it gonna work?
I'm
not sure.
I'm pretty confident I know the results.
Is it gonna pull? You think it's gonna pull them up down there? They're not gonna go that far, right? Well,
Let's let 'em
that's
try.
why we.
Let's
That's
not try. I mean, to destroy somebody's dreams is just not. We should let
let him
believe.
destroy his own dreams.
Let him learn. I mean,
You could always
you want
test
to learn.
it. I mean, the next patrol is going to come soon. You just kite them onto your trap.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. And we now have test subjects.
Yeah,
For
no, I mean, hey, look, kidding aside, this is part of the fun of it, right?
Yeah.
Is like, hey, let me try something.
Yeah,
Let's just
well-
try something.
What do we think will work?
Yeah, and he won't, and when it doesn't work, he won't make anybody here angry. He won't make his teammates angry.
Yeah, right. Yeah, totally.
I just don't know where these things are gonna attack from.
I like Kale as a builder because I always feel like he is wanting to try something new. Sometimes you get in that groove of like there's a certain thing you like building, but then so like when I watch him try some of this crazy stuff, and I think, well, maybe I can try something different.
Yeah, the difference in this time versus the other time is like we came into this and I wasn't quite sure where it was going to be positioned, where the
Right.
reactor was going to be positioned. So the fact that it's here makes it a little bit more, a little bit trickier to
build your base.
To build
but,
my
like,
base,
a
yeah.
little bit easier potentially with how they have to assault your base.
Exactly.
Right, because they can only come from so many sides.
Yeah, like this base, if they can get through, is probably going to be pretty fragile. But if you can keep them out from the outer reaches, you might be in good shape.
You can do that, right, Kale?
Dude, these patrols are giving me trouble right now, just trying to get this thing up.
I think that's the idea. Give you a little something extra to think about there.
Well, I want to see where we want to build these steps.
So what gadgets did you bring in?
So right
with you
now I
this
have
time?
adrenaline for my health, and then I have my mobile turret. Throw that up there. I love that little thing. Alright, so we want to build some steps.
Let's see. So you're looking to. Are you going to keep the steps?
No,
So
I
you're-
just want to
you're
get
just-
up on
You're
top
just
right
building to get up there.
now. Yeah. I might build a jump pad if we have some jump pads,
'Cause
so
you
we can
gotta-
just make sure we don't get assaulted from the air.
Yeah. So playing on a higher difficulty, Zach, he's potentially going to be assaulted here from above, also, right?
Yeah. It's a 100% guarantee.
So you should build up there.
Yeah, I would.
Build several layers,
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh wow, it's
I
gonna
would-
be
yeah,
that. It's gonna
I
be
would-
that serious.
Yeah, I think we're.
Oh wow, you guys are making me nervous for KL now.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I was gonna actually suggest if any of those teammates there have any ability to get to level 3. Level 3.
Yeah, do we have any
do we have a
constructors?
Yeah,
constructor?
who do we have?
I
We
don't-
have
I-
a ninja, another commando, and an outlander.
But,
Oh, no.
but
Wow.
one of those guys may have the ability to help get to some level 3 walls with the banner gadget.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, if one of
This
them
isn't
took
where
it,
I actually
we'll
wanna
see.
place this,
We'll
but-
find out.
We'll go ahead and drop it. We have some.
There you go.
All right. So there's one.
All right. Well, let's see. Okay, so you're gonna extend that up then, or?
I keep hitting Z out of habit.
Yeah, so we
out
made-
of memory.
made
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've
I
moved.
do that too.
So because we remapped some of the keys, Z used to be rotating your building pieces used to be on Z, and now
But now it's-
we've moved it to R, which
For
actually makes sense. For
rotate.
rotate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Logically, it makes
Yeah.
sense. New players shouldn't have an issue, but old players, apologize guys, takes a little while for your muscle memory to get.
If I could give myself a little credit, the first time I was playing with the change, I didn't. It was like before I had
You
seen
did
it.
it?
I had seen the release notes and stuff,
Yeah.
and I was like, I wonder where they put it. I bet it's on R.
Whoa.
And it was. So maybe that makes sense. I don't know.
It looks like you need a little metal.
I do.
You can change your building material there.
Yeah, so those
No, I
new
was just gonna
default
build
key
wood.
bindings make it a little bit easier for you to get your abilities. So you're not really having to stretch for the 7, 8, and 9 keys on your keyboard, which means you're most likely taking your hand off WASD or whatever if you're using arrow keys with those custom binds. But obviously you can set them to whatever you want.
So when we've made some of these sort of UI changes and that sort of thing, is some of it just things that we've
Alright, so
known
let's
from the
test
beginning,
this.
like, hey, this is a thing that we want to do, but we haven't gotten to it yet, or some of it,
test this.
sort of learning as we go. Where's some of those decisions coming from?
It's a mix. Like I think as we added our home base, we knew we wanted home base gadgets. We knew that was something that was important to the game. As we started getting those in, we found the 7 slots just having more. It's just like, oh my gosh, and now I'm having to juggle gadgets and abilities and weapons and all these items all at the same time, and we're just like, this is getting complex. It's complicated. It didn't feel thought out. And so when we added home-based gadgets, we were like, we should probably go back and rethink the UI design of the HUD and sort of the hotkeys in specific, and try to make it a little bit more user-friendly, especially for new players coming in. And so that's where we made some of these decisions, and that also allowed us to make some very deliberate decisions on how many gadgets we were going to have, how many hotkeys we wanted, and just being more thoughtful to, okay, well, we're going to limit it to 2 home-based gadgets. We're going to limit you to 3 abilities for the heroes. And so it kind of we've started to decide, make some very important decisions on exactly sort of where our limits are.
Kale's trying to test it.
Yeah, so they only landed 1 space away.
Yeah, that was my suspicion.
So it seems like if I'm going to do this, it's going to have to be right on the edge, which means we're probably going to have to like leave a door open or leave a wall not as
Oh.
barricaded.
So
So
you're
that
gonna,
they
you're gonna try to guide them down
Try to
closer to the
exactly.
edge.
So then we can throw them off. Now I don't actually know where that is though. That's like over here, I think, which isn't not far enough. So it looks like that plan is gonna not pan out. All right, so we're gonna just take this wall down. We can still keep that floor trap.
But I like that you're using the AI patrols to test
It out.
to test before you actually
Guinea pig
try
patrols.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a good wise
Alright.
decision there.
So okay, we still need to build this up quite a bit. According to Zach here, we're gonna need some more fortifications. So we gotta probably put a roof on top of this. We need to close this up over here. And I'm trying to use as much metal as I possibly can.
Yeah, and it looks like you've got that banner upgrade on the top.
Top, yep.
How many pieces will that extend to, Zach? If you put that banner down to upgrade your
Well,
material?
if the banner's upgraded appropriately, it will extend to about 4 pieces. But in looking at the drops here, it doesn't look like it's upgraded to the right level. So I'm going to make the recommendation. Like, I mean, it depends on what we want to do here, but I mean, if we want to see the base melt, I think we're good to go.
But when you guys throw the switch, you'll have about 5 minutes until the first raid comes and assaults
Yeah.
it. That's also going to be the time when you can start looking for the hidden caches.
Yeah.
What
So
would
whenever
No,
you think you're like
I mean,
kind
I
of
mean,
okay.
I mean, look, like, I mean, the worst that happens is that we lose, right? So,
that is the worst thing that can happen.
Yeah,
What
so-
would you do in this situation? though?
I would kick one of my members off my team and
Get
ask
a
them to be a
constructor.
constructor. Yeah, that's what I would do.
They went in with no constructor. Yeah, it may not have been the best decision, but you know, we ended
Yeah,
up with
on the other hand, we do have some players here that, you know, they've got a lot of experience in Fortnite. You know, they're not rookies.
they did a good job of helping KL out last time.
Yeah, but looking at the number of bullets it's taken to take down some of these guys, you know, like I said, we've changed the difficulty quite a bit. So now every shot is going to matter a lot more if you're playing up level. So let's see, Cookie Samurai's just come back in. Oh, look at that! He's got a saw and a hammer now. Crazy.
Problem solved.
Yeah,
I
nice
think
job. Yeah,
a
that'll
base is
help
going
a
to
lot.
appear here. Someone's going to drop the base on the fort, and I think we'll see everything get upgraded.
I actually think KL's trap plan was pretty good too. Like, there's something interesting. I don't know how far you can throw them, but
I can't throw them far enough. I'm
Yeah.
trying to decide on what I can. Like, we can make it like a death pit, maybe. But that.
at the very least, a
Yeah,
bunch
like, what
of
if you-
traps. Traps are good. So
Like, would you build
traps
over?
are also a
Would you
good
build
choice.
over that ramp there, so that you can try to guide them that way?
I would absolutely build over that. I would metal over that thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. That's what I
reinforce it.
started to do.
Yeah.
What, I don't know
Because
what
then
happened to
maybe
it.
you get him to where you can at least knock him down here, right?
Yeah, the worst thing that could happen is guys drop down to this level intentionally and then try to come up from the ramp below, and
From
you
the
weren't-
other
You didn't
side.
think that was going to happen. They surprise you. Because that's where you're focusing on them coming from the center of the map, and then, you know.
And there's a whole area you didn't plan to build around.
Yeah.
right?
Make sure there's nothing else.
The AI don't care about falling damage. Come on.
No, in fact, I don't think damage is applied equally to them somehow. So
Oh, is that right?
yeah, at least not that I've seen recently.
We'll go ahead and do it.
Because then Kale's plan would be build an 8-story building, get the
Just
AI
drop
to
'em
walk
all
up
off.
it, and walk off.
Like lemmings, right?
All right. Boom. Boom. Okay.
See some of the other teammates
Yeah.
out there.
Trap that all up. Trap that all up.
So you're gonna try to launch them down in there? Is that what you're thinking? Put them down in, like, launch them into here, full of traps?
Yeah. It's gonna be Trap City down there.
All right.
Just make a door out.
It's really only a door in.
Yeah.
Once you turn it on.
Can we also get some wall traps? This is like only one trap pit that we've made though. Still have to worry about like they could potentially come from this side, right?
Yeah, they're
So-
gonna come from all over. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure you could just make that entire area traps.
Yeah,
That'd be good.
Just a little small trap field here.
Yeah.
I'm sure a few of those guys are going to drop down from that tall cliff towards the center of the map too.
Looks like Kale needs some brick.
Yeah. I need all types of things.
Alright.
Oh, look at that. And resources here. That's awesome. Which
On-
is,
What
on
good
which
command.
teammates.
Which is this is how, yeah, your teammates are awesome.
Yeah.
On command.
Teammates, give me all of your stuff.
Do you have a favorite trap, Kale, aside from launching people?
My favorite trap is the electric wall trap. I think it's funny.
Oh, and then for players that played a lot of Fortnite, you'll see that we've also redone all the in-game, sort of the in-game menus as well. So we tied in the crafting menu and your inventory menu into sort of one UI to make that a little bit easier to be able to see sort of what you had when you were crafting.
Alright.
Base is coming
Oh, you can
along.
also pull that up a lot quicker now just by holding the Alt key
Yep.
and then letting go. So you won't get stuck in one screen or another anymore. You can just sort of stay in that while you hold the key down.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to that.
Yeah.
Remap.
Yeah, for everybody on the team, we've been playing it for so long in a particular way, whether it's the rotate key, moving
Yeah.
from Z to R or whatever, you get this muscle memory. And then whenever we change it, it's probably for the better for everybody else, but for us, it sort of feels bad for a bit because it feels unnatural.
Alright, so I have two. Let's try this.
Now, David, when we made the mode, was the intent that players would end up building like this ahead of time before they pulled the switch, or was the intent that you'd pull the switch and then you'd have 5 minutes to build and search? And did you have any thoughts about how it was going to be played initially?
Well, I don't play this way particularly, but I'm reckless. So I just kind of run into the mission and I go, I'm not ready, but whatever, let's go. And I'll see if I can handle it. However, the thing that I like about Fortnite is that you've got some people that are very methodical about the way that they plan and want to think through ideas and maybe even test them out. And then there's some people that are just sort of, we're the vanguard, we're just going to go in and see what happens a little bit. And so I kind of like that. I like it when the missions handle both ways of playing. And in this case, the first pass of what we tried here wouldn't have allowed, you guys wouldn't have been able to hang out and build this ultimate base this whole way. We kind of would have forced the raids upon you really, really quickly. And so in this case, you've kind of got a little bit more control about what you want to do. But obviously, the whole mission takes a little bit longer. But really, it depends on the play style.
Yeah, after I saw the first first patrol almost kill us, I was like, no,
Better
not
build a
gonna-
real base.
There we go. Alright, let me just make sure I can navigate this. This is all tight. Are you guys
Yeah.
about ready? Alright, I'm gonna hit this switch.
Alright. What's your confidence level?
In this base,
Alright.
I'm
So now that you
70.
guys have started the core installation, you're going to need to find those missing power parts to complete it. And those will be all sorts of places in the zone. So now you're going to want to start really kind of going into exploration mode
Yeah.
and seeing what you can find.
So who's gonna look, Kale? Are you gonna go look for?
I'll look for
the
some.
parts. I think we can trust your your teammates here.
But we've just gotten a warning at the top of the screen. We can see you guys have got a little lucky this time. There's a little bit of random chance in how long until the next raid, and you guys got 6 minutes until the next raid. So you got a little bit of extra time to find maybe a couple extra parts. So they're pretty hidden. So you gotta, everybody out there that does try this mission, you're kind of going to need to look for some cloaked actors out there. So some hard to see, kind of ghosted objects that you're going to open.
I want to travel in pairs. Is that Reed?
Yeah.
Reed, are you the dark half?
Cookie Samurai?
Oh, wait.
He's following the wrong person. That's okay.
There you go, right there. Look
Yeah,
at that
there's
guy.
one.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, and that one is not a power part.
Yeah. I was gonna say that.
Yeah, that is in fact a bomb.
That doesn't that doesn't
So-
look like something I would put in a reactor.
So not all of the things you'll find in there are good. And
there's
in
another
that
bomb.
case, you found 2 bombs. So
Oh wow.
Guys are trying to.
So those are booby trapped.
people.
A lot of the hidden caches do have some good things inside of them. So even though that one was booby trapped, there were still a few building ingredients in there.
Looks like there's some serious husk action on that radar right now.
Okay, so
There
oh,
you
nice.
go. Yeah, so you
Ah!
guys found a power part. It's going to head back, zoom over to the base there, and start installing itself. And then when it finishes installing, your core health.
you should grab this point right
Spot
here.
here.
Go jump on that thing.
So the other thing that's new in this mission is that periodically, while you're searching for the power parts and the hidden caches throughout the zone, these vantage points will appear, and the AI will fight for domination over these points with you. And you can see there's a bar up at the top, a blue and red bar, and you're basically trying to take over the point and not let the AI take
God.
it.
Oh wow.
I'm stuck.
Or you can just flee.
Or you can run away.
Oh man, you guys are losing right now.
The
vantage
AI
point.
really want that point.
So when
Oh.
your team is controlling it, you'll see there's the blue ring that's there, and that means that you're starting to take control, but you need to dominate it completely to sort of win the vantage point. And if you guys can, and it looks like you're taking B damage.
Oh god.
Alright, there you go. So the more people that stand on it, there you go, you'll capture it faster.
Nice.
Okay, so you guys captured the point. What it's going to do is it's going to reveal the location of some of the hidden caches on your map. So if you use the M key and look at the large map, we'll see there's a few yellow dotted locations there that are hidden caches you guys have found. And so when your team captures the vantage point, we're going to reveal some of them, and you can go and search them, try to find the hidden parts. Conversely, if you lose the vantage point to the husks, well, they're going to have the ability to raid you sooner. So you're going to have less time between raids if they control the vantage point. So that's sort of the trade-off. They're totally optional, and so you can decide if they're important to your team's strategy or not.
I think it's just activated the encampment.
That's a lot of husk.
That is a lot of us.
Should we talk about how shield works?
Sure.
Yeah.
So the shield bar, it's kind of maybe something similar to something you've tried before, but what happens is that as you take damage, your shield is going to take the damage first, and before your health is going to be affected, and your shield will refill pretty quickly, but your health will not, so you'll have to consume health items to take back your green bar there.
So as I'm leveling in the game, will my shield get more HP?
Your shield will increase and your HP your health will increase as well. So both of them. Shield's primarily driven, I believe, by, let's see, we have so we have fortitude, offense,
Vantage
resistance,
point
and
has
technology.
appeared.
And so in tech, so your resistance, the R in fort is what drives your part of what drives your shield increasing, becoming better.
Someone got toasted.
So hopefully you guys can finish this encampment before your raid.
Yes. Still can't take the other people's gifts, huh?
They've been gifting you things this whole time. You want to take their
No,
gifts?
no, no. I was just asking. All right.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
All right.
See how this goes.
So we can see the health of the reactor core on the screen, well, behind the screen, so when KL's done crafting. It's now at 3,000 health. It starts at 2,000. So those parts that your team has found and installed already have made the core stronger. So even if you take some damage in your first raid or two in this mission, you have a chance to come back because you can increase the health as you install parts. So, you know, if you initially lost 1,000 of the 2,000 health in the first raid, well, you can install a bunch of parts and have that health go up. It will never restore back to maximum, but you will be getting health back. But now you guys are getting raided, so you got about 65 seconds.
Almost out of shotgun shells there, Kale.
More will magically appear for you. That's a lot of pitcher husks in one spot right there.
Boy. Oh, they're in the reactor.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so we very deliberately made the game more difficult.
That was really difficult.
And,
yeah.
Now, see, the good news here is that now let's just take a look here what we did. So go ahead and click to continue there. And so, you know, you get a little badge here, and you get some V-Bucks, and you click continue, and we'll go ahead and go back to the map screen here, and we can take a look at exactly what you guys chose to do together as a cohesive team. So let's see. Go ahead and Drama Major's clearly
Whoa.
pulling more than his
The
share.
highest
Fair.
utility player.
Yeah, look at that. He was obviously crafting a lot of stuff. Yeah, go ahead and click continue there.
Yeah. So I wanted to give you a hard time if you didn't play well today, but I actually feel like it was really just really hard.
It was hard. Always hard. No, it's hard. Go ahead and click decline here. Yeah, and then let's go back to the play menu here, and let's just look at what we chose to do here together. And you click on or get our party leader there, Drama Major. Go ahead and click into Plankerton there. So let's inspect here. So click on that red hex there. Let's just look at this for a second. So that red hex says, see where in the upper right there it says 1,905. It says high threat 1,905. And if you look, see there's a little power symbol next to that. Okay.
Right.
And if you look all the way up at the top in the upper left, you can see your team's power rating is 963.
Right.
So I don't know about you. Something like we chose to do something that was supposed to be twice as difficult as anything you guys could really possibly accomplish together. Now there's a possibility that these guys, and having played the game so much, could have pulled it through.
Right.
But well, that's not what we saw today. So.
Right.
Sure. Okay. Well, let's.
But for all of our players out there, this is how we're conveying sort of the difficulty changes that we've made, and
let's do this because
it's fun though. It's fun
because I know we did spend a lot of time in there. I know we've only got Dave for about 20 more minutes. We wanted to go into the store and show the new awesome Llama stuff, and then maybe we can pick something that's a shorter mission.
Okay.
So yeah, what are we looking at? How is this different? I actually don't think that we have shown this on stream before, so people won't have necessarily seen what was.
So let's not talk about the old stuff. Let's just talk about the new stuff.
Let's just talk about it then.
There's as you play through the game, you get vendor bucks for completing missions, and now in the vendor tech store here, you can spend those vendor bucks pinata, and it's a llama. So let's buy an upgrade llama. not the melee llama, the upgrade. That's okay.
Oh.
We're gonna go ahead and
Move
do
it around.
Yeah.
Because I like seeing his eyes move with the.
His pupils.
We're going to pull the stick back. Yeah.
He was full of some candy,
I will upgrade the llama.
but also other cool stuff.
I thought you were gonna say hit the llama. I said upgrade the llama.
So this is a melee pack.
Yep.
So all melee weapons.
Boom.
And what's actually in the store? So for example, the melee llama will actually switch over it at some point, right? It
Yeah,
says it
every
expires
24 hours, a new special card pack a special pinata will come up, and you can purchase there. So we have melee packs or ranged weapon packs or the legendary troll pack that'll come up, and then we've got our regular upgrade llama.
Here's upgrade llama.
A guitar. Let's jam.
Where am I gonna hit you? Where am I gonna?
All right, let's do this. Yeah, you got the goods.
These. So, I'm not gonna lie. The first time I was able to do this, I used all my vendor bucks. I just wanted to hit the llama a bunch. All right, are we ready for this next one?
Yeah, I think we can jump in another. I know we're gonna lose Dave in 20 minutes, but we can. You want to try it again?
Yeah,
Should we
guys,
try
You guys should give it a go.
Take a look.
but-
See if there's a
Or maybe there's- yeah, there
another
may-
mission that's
Yeah.
maybe closer to your team's level.
Yeah, maybe drama over
Wow,
there could.
passive aggressive shots.
Yeah. What's in the upper left there? What's that city one? That's the yellow. The upper right.
Upper right,
Launch
Launch the
We
rocket.
can do launch the rocket.
760.
What do you think?
I'm cool with that.
All right. Let's-
Or you rematch the power of the reactor. You just see what you can do.
If you feel like you can face failure,
You
twice.
might need to make like a layer cake base of
That's-
defenses.
Well, let's do
The-
this. Let's ask your teammates. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to? Can you beat that mission? If we go back in there again, can you beat it at this level? Wow, it's really
Oh,
quiet. No? Okay, we'll do launch the rocket, I guess. We'll do the easier one.
There was dead silence.
Yeah.
So the mission availability does change. So even
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you will find power of the reactor on the yellow and
Well,
green.
There may
in
be a
Plankerton.
green one. What are our greens?
What
here?
do we
Is the
got?
reactor on green.
Launch the rocket.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, we're
Close
ready.
the
there's a
gate.
gate.
I think this other one is
Gates are
close the
great.
gate.
Yeah. All right, they're loading in. They're gonna go ahead and start. That's cool.
That's how I know it's been made more challenging, because I feel like in the past, like we could have come in here and we could have said we can do anything. We'll do anything in
Right.
here and we'll beat it. And I couldn't get them to say that.
Alright,
So
so I will choose airstrike.
Yeah. So you guys are doing launch the rocket. You got a bunch of opportunities for how you're going to complete this.
Slow fuel.
Might affect which gadgets you want to bring into the mission.
Anybody have a teleport? Yes, they do.
teleporter, yep. Yeah, so launch rocket. I'm trying to think. I feel like last time when we played, so we did do launch the rocket on the last stream,
Yeah.
right? I'm trying to think.
You guys weren't happy about my builds.
Yeah, that's right. I was
Last
trying.
time,
I was trying to remember how we decided to collect the blue glow last
it
time.
actually ended with
because-
me flying off the map.
Oh yeah,
Actually-
that's right.
Oh.
At least one.
And,
of
and
them.
I couldn't see the rocket
Oh yeah.
up at the end. 'Cause,
So we have improved that portion. So you will get to see the rocket this time. Yeah.
Okay.
Even if he jumps off the map at the
Even-
very last
I
second.
believe even if he jumps off the map. Although
What-
I'm not
what
gonna
happened
I'm not going
was-
to guarantee that one. See, I'm not sure what happens in death necessarily.
What had
but
happened was, the screen stopped, like the mission was over, and my character kept moving because I was holding down a direction, and then I fell off the map. Something like that.
Uh-huh.
All right,
Something like that.
enough excuses. you have to win this time.
Yeah.
I won last
like
time.
I understand I
I didn't win I didn't understand that you guys sabotaged the game beforehand to make it so that it was impossible for
Well,
me to
but see
win.
that's what's cool about the world map is that when you load up the game, you don't necessarily know what's going to be in there, right? So we could have chosen an easier mission.
So just so everyone knows, I came in here blind. They sabotaged me.
Wow.
Purposeful.
Uh,
Kill my winning streaks. All right, let's.
I feel like if I was in your position, Kale, I would want to, have the people.
That's pretty,
Yeah,
it's actually pretty cool when you pull that map up and you
And you
that
see them?
stream of enemies,
Yeah.
like right at the top. It's just like
Oh, so we've got a loot llama here.
So I have a question for the rift. When husks enter the rift, does that, if you let them enter the rift, does that change any of the difficulty in the game?
Are you talking about the patrols? Or?
Yeah, the patrols.
Yeah.
And the rift, I believe, is where they spawn from.
Yeah, they're
Right?
they're
And they-
basically going
yeah.
to spawn into the world, patrol an area, and if they don't find anybody, they have an exit point.
Okay, I just
And
wanted to see if
so
they changed.
if you don't want to engage with them, it's actually good if they leave, because they're only going to come after you if you've sort of aggroed them.
Okay.
And so there's a little bit of an evasive strategy that you can employ to avoid that that scenario if you really just want to save your ammo or whatever. But obviously you can pick up score, you can kill a bunch of dudes, and if you're just longing for headshots, then obviously you can go for it. So the rift is the thing on the left side of your screen. That's what you were talking about, right, Kale?
Right.
It's a little off screen right,
Right
now
here?
with that thing, yeah. So
Whoa. Trying to sneak me.
yeah, so you guys are obviously in the thick of it. So the patrol got you sort of caught their attention.
So Dave, as we've added, a number of new modes over the last couple of OTs, what are you guys thinking about when you start that design process of for a while, we had this sort of gate capture mission, have layered some other stuff. What have you guys had in mind when you're and what's that process like when you're thinking about like, hey, we're gonna add something new in?
Well, the process is it's interesting because while they're really modes is what we're adding. They're mode design, the design process for it at least. More like mode design as opposed to mission design. And the reason that's the case is because there's so many variables coming into the experience, especially the fact that our worlds are procedurally generated. Every time you go into a zone,
Right.
you're going to get a different zone. So normally with mission design, there's a little bit more stability or static elements that you're designing around. Like, oh, I know there will be this element leading to this element to that element.
Right.
And so we don't really have that. So it's a lot more akin to mode design, similar to, say, if you were going to come up with a new mode for Unreal Tournament. Like if you're designing CTF, CTF needs to work regardless of the map, right?
Right.
And the map needs to work with it, but for the most part, the mode doesn't know anything about the map that's going to be played there. So that's sort of the first thing that we have to take into account is a lot of the things that we want to do initially, we kind of have to take those ideas and just sort of throw them out, because if they can't work in a more universal way or a more generic way across all of our environment content, then it's not really a good fit, because we don't want to really make stuff that's just sort of one and done, right?
Right.
We want you to be able to play these things in all of our possible hex types, and we want you to be able to play them over and over again and try to achieve some sort of skill and mastery in them. So when we sit down and start the process of trying to come up with a new mission design, that's sort of the first thing, is what kind of is repeatable, what works in all of the environments, and a lot of it is what works with the strengths of the game and the way that people like playing it. People like building forts and defending things, so how do we integrate that into it? And it looks like you guys found the launch pad. And how do we make sure that people of different classes feel like they can be the best that they can be in that class? So those are sort of like the initial thoughts that we go through when we're sitting down to come up with a mission idea.
Yeah, and it feels like that sort of procedural nature of it is what ends up with the sort of interesting or unique scenario, like what we saw in the last mission, which is like, hey, it's it's in this sort of confined space, but it's near the edge of the map, and so then you're being creative, right, and how you're building, and the situation is something that you have to figure out how you're going to attack that on the fly, right?
See, now I just want to point out, no one is buying me. It would be great if I could just hold their packages for them. Just hold them for them. That's all.
Maybe borrow the things inside for a little bit.
Give them back before they're used all the way.
All right. So we have found the rocket.
I'll note that down. KL wants regifting.
He wants to be able to borrow it. Now, this should be... It feels like a little more straightforward build for you, right?
I'm going to build straight up. Straight up.
Just a simple build.
Very simple build. I think we're going to play some traps down around the outskirts of it. Outer edges. Perimeter. Are we by the edge again?
You're close.
Close,
Yeah.
but I don't think
It would be.
I think
It's
too
probably
far.
a little too far
far.
to. You just really want to launch those guys.
I do.
Now I know you like launchers, but I like sentries. If you built some sentries, that would be okay with me.
Why don't we mix these ideas and we'll make it so that KL can launch other players' gifts off.
Wow. Yeah, so far on the stream, the only thing that I've seen him launch is himself off of the map on the last stream. So Zach, I know what you're gonna say because I asked you this before the stream, but I was looking through the awesome list of release notes, and there was something in there that I did not understand, and so I wanted to at least ask about it. There's a line on here that all it says is "Beware the gnomes." And I wasn't sure, because I was adding the release notes to the website. I wasn't sure if it was an error or
sounds ominous.
somebody's
Does sound
just
ominous.
trolling me, or just making sure that I'm actually reading the release notes, all of them, because there's so many.
Yeah, no, that release note is indeed correct. It's quite intentionally worded correctly, and we need to let the players figure it out. Like that, I mean, they need to go find the gnomes. And they should be aware of them.
All right, fair enough. So
We're not trolling you, we're gnoming you.
if you're if you're playing, please find out what that means, because I don't know, and then you can tell me, and I will try to find out also. We've got gnomes, we've got llamas. It feels like the llama is taking over Fortnite right now.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's got a little bit of favor on the team for sure.
Some heavy llama.
But there's some other stuff planned. So the llama's just the beginning. So
It's just the tip of the animal kingdom.
yeah, I would say so.
We have a wide variety of things. We're going to add alpacas and
Oh no.
Yeah,
Sud-
incredible variety.
subtly different animals.
I think I can make that wall something like this.
All right.
So close there. There you go.
I'm feeling significantly better about your chances already, KO.
I just keep.
Yeah, you're really good at those
That Z key.
grenades. Yeah,
Yeah.
throwing those grenades are just.
It's old habits. He's a veteran
They
player.
die hard.
We're going to make a rotate grenade. You just throw it, and it rotates when it explodes.
Alright, so we gotta extend this out a little bit.
All right.
So I bet some of your teammates have blue glow. It looks like. Does anybody have blue glow yet?
I deposited one thing.
Yeah,
KL
I'm
puts them in.
hoping. Yeah, this guy should have a whole bunch
Out
by now, I'm
there, out
hoping.
there collecting it.
Yeah, making sure that we can launch this rocket. While Kale's hard at work building a base that will not melt.
I mean, to be fair, the last one didn't really melt. It just kind of withered. You know,
Yeah,
it
that's true.
wasn't.
That's
It
fair.
wasn't like a
That's fair.
full on.
It looks like the AI found a weak point. Like
It
was
did,
like
it did.
I think it was just the front of the base. I
Yeah.
didn't realize it wasn't that strong. We had the top fortified pretty well, but
Yeah, I have experienced full on base melt before. You know, so when, you know, in the last OT, you know, when we started and some of the difficulty went up, I was playing with MSGT Fox, who's one of our top players, and I had joined him, and we were just going in like burning through it real fast, like, you know, we're just gonna do this mission, it'll be quick. And I mean, when you say melt, like that's exactly what happened. Like the base was just completely obliterated, and like
Nothing left.
there was almost like
Just
no
rubble.
almost no pieces. And so then the next time we played, he was like, yeah, he's like, I think I have a better plan this time. And he did. He's actually one of the more impressive people that I have seen. In terms of the kind of stuff that he builds. I always go in there and play and feel like I'm learning something when I play with him. All right.
it's going to be an impressive launch pad.
Yeah, I feel like it's coming along here.
Cape Canaveral here.
There you go. You got that jump build down.
Ooh. He even hit R correct. Nice job.
All right. Let's see.
So you guys should hopefully be set up to power the first stage. Is anybody carrying blue glow for the deposit? You guys over there?
Oh, how are you gonna get down there?
map
Oh,
steps.
there you go. Oh yeah.
He's got
good
some.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no
Oh, you got a
jumping from the
roof.
top of
you got
the
a roof, but you don't have any walls here.
Yeah. So now we're just about to wall this thing up. I need to get to us. There we go.
All right. So let's see.
Newsflash, guys. Your fort is now on the cover of Better Homes and Husks.
So no, we're not going to see any fancy launchers, nothing like that this time. Probably some traps though.
There'll be some
Look
traps
like
down
to the
low.
bottom.
We're
I don't know what
go
they're
really
I don't-
basic.
I don't know what they're building down there right now. I think they may be out searching for. No, they're right next to the base. So let's see. I believe you guys can do this one. So, Zach, you know, one of the things, also looking through the release notes, you know, each time, and especially in the last couple of OTs, it seems like there's been quite a few changes to the enemy AI behavior. How is it sort of finding that balance, you know, and you know, what have we learned in terms of, you know, some of the changes that we've made, you know, overall, and then when we add in things like, you know, for example, adding a shield this time, or you know, making some of the other changes, how do those things impact those kind of decisions?
Well, very iteratively, I think is the answer. So we knew for a while that we had wanted to add a shield mechanic to be able to sort of flex out our stat system a little bit more broadly. And so then as we added that in, we knew this time around for this OT, we really wanted to get the sort of as close as possible to the right math scaling for the enemies in the game as well as for the player. And so the new difficulty levels are really us flexing into making sure that the enemy's health is correct, the enemy's damage is correct as they grow in strength and as they grow in capability. And so that's what this OT is about. You know, sort of as we iterate forward, what we'll probably continue to be doing is adjusting sort of mixes of what types of enemies are getting thrown at you. Whether, you know, how many smashers are there, how many husky husks, how many base husks. All those things will be continued to iterate and change. But in all in all, you know, we're just trying to make a game that's fun to play.
Yep.
I mean, you want to go in, you want to be surprised by what's coming at you, and then you want to be able to create and respond with really fun, interesting strategies. So,
All right.
Looks like you guys have quite a bit of blue glow there.
We do 17.
nice.
All right, let's get this.
I think maybe they even dropped it for you to pick up, and so you
Yeah,
that way you
yeah.
can, yeah.
I think you're
Get
right.
ready to fire this up. Dave, I know you were on a time crunch. If you do have to leave, that's okay. We are at 5 o'clock now.
Oh yeah.
We can.
Okay.
If you got to sneak out, that's
I
okay.
do need to sneak out.
So thank you for joining us, and
Yep, thank you,
we'll
everybody.
get you back on here soon.
I won't let you down, Dave.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to trust that you guys can do this.
I won't let you
Well,
down.
I can see those level 3 walls coming up, so I have more confidence this time around. Wow!
Oh my God.
Here comes patrol.
All right, we're gonna do a substitution here. We're gonna bring in Darren Zug, who's been sitting on the sidelines. I think mostly just judging KL with his
He
eyes.
has. He snapped a photo of my face of defeat.
Yeah, while you were losing, he was sitting there taking a picture.
I was curious. I mean, I know you were talking a lot about holding people's packages, and I was like, okay, well, you know, every man's got his quest. So, you know, so now you're bringing the gameplay.
So in this process, Darren, of doing, you know, now 5, and we're into our 5th OT, you know, you watch, you see what players are doing, you see, you know, what happens. Is there anything that's like super surprised you in terms of like, oh wow, I didn't think players would do that, or, you know, something happened differently than you thought it would?
It's always interesting to see the players when they get to they discover the strategies that you see sort of usually in our QA department, and how fast they deconstruct and find that little extra advantage, you know, to just eke out a mission. And I think that's pretty cool. But it's no matter how fast we bet, they're always faster than our bet, which is interesting. So I think it's cool. I think it's one of the cooler parts of the game. Like, we definitely have strived to make Fortnite a toolkit for players to play around with and experiment. And so I'm always interested to see how fast they do and creating new stuff with it. And that's our plan as we go forward, is add even more crazy things that people can do.
So what is your you sat you know, sort of outside the stream, you've been watching.
Yep.
You watched last time. What's your assessment of KL as a Fortnite player?
KL's pretty strong. I think he has the traditional qualities of all great athletes, that every now and again he gets a little cocky, and so sometimes somebody needs to show up and just remind him that the A game is still required, and that's all though. That's the trait of many great people.
Some of those higher threats can be a humbling experience. Okay,
Yeah.
so I see what you're doing here, KL. You're determined to launch something
I'm launching
somewhere.
Somebody somewhere is going to get launched. And I have reinforcement after the launch pads.
So if they get knocked down, you'll have a second layer there.
Ready. Hey, who's playing top B? For anything that happens up top. Anybody? Okay. Sweet. Alright.
Feel like we're getting close.
I feel like we're getting real close.
Craft some ammo there.
Yeah.
Get a second.
Wait,
Yeah,
let's use
little-
alt.
A little more ammo.
I don't have to take some energy. I don't know.
Yeah, I like one of the things I like doing is just going in and
You want
playing
your-
with.
You want your light bullets and your shells. Like, yeah, there you go.
I like just going and playing, with different people from global chat, because I always feel like I'm gonna see, something different, and it's interesting too to watch new players build versus, some of the vet players, because I think sometimes, when people come in that first time, if you're a veteran player, you've seen people, you've been exposed to other players,
Yep.
right? And so you've seen they might build certain things, but sometimes some of the more unique or interesting things I've seen people build is actually people building, from the jump.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Yeah, the strategies become pretty viral pretty quickly, so it's very interesting to see how new people take the tools and what they build with them initially without prompting, and so sometimes you get a little bit where people start thinking there's only one way to win, and with the amount of things that you can do in Fortnite, you can find very very interesting ways to achieve your goals, and new people haven't seen all of it up to
Right.
that point, so it's interesting to watch them play, how they
Beauty.
use traps, what they do.
That's aesthetically very nice.
Yeah,
I hope
it's a
that
good-looking
I hope that
base.
it holds up.
Beauty and simplicity.
You guys have a constructor now. That's
We
gonna
do.
that's gonna make a stronger play for this defense. You kind of you're covering a bit more of the.
So when you see some of that, people building for efficiency is the idea, then, you're thinking, well, I want to figure out how we make that a tougher thing, or we encourage people to build different ways. Is that a goal?
The goal is the goal is not to have the AI beat the player. The goal is the AI are entertaining and challenging to the player, and so we're constantly looking at the dial of what's a fun experience, because in the end we want people to master strategies and feel good about the choices. It's one of those things where if it's not the strategy component isn't interesting enough, then then the game is less exciting. So changing some of the AI behaviors over time will probably be a thing. We'll add new types of enemies over time. The new mission types change it up, and I think that's a big difference. The vantage points in the power core are an interesting thing, because now you have to split some of your team, because you want to have guys out there maybe capturing vantage points while their base has to be defended. So it just changes tactical choices for the
And that
for
can
the
make
player.
the roles more meaningful.
Yeah,
right?
and and then we're interesting seeing oh well, I've got the teleporter gadget, so therefore I link that back to my base in the power core, and I drop that thing down out by the vantage point, and then I just teleport back. So there's lots
Right.
of little tools that we do that people can try.
Can I have more wood and steel? And then after I set these last round of traps, we can get it going.
All right. I do like this one, Kale. I think it looks nice. I think it's gonna work.
Likelihood of success.
Yeah,
pretty
this one's definitely strong.
I'm interested in seeing what the last choices are that Kale makes them. I think I have an idea where he's going, but we'll see. Of course, you never know exactly how it's going to work until you press that button.
There you
Yeah.
go. So, okay, so he's getting more traps.
That is true.
Okay. So you're hoping to launch them out into other traps? Is that the idea?
Traps on traps.
So it's like they walk over the trap, get damaged, get launched back into the trap that they already walked over. That's what it looks like. Is
Yeah,
that the idea?
That is the idea.
We've updated with the HUD redo. We've updated the score widget so you can kind of see, how you're getting score a little more easily than before. And over the long term, we're going to start playing around a little bit more with that. Make it more rewarding for likely hitting guys with 3 traps in a row. There's
Right.
actually some interesting stuff going on behind the scenes that a lot of people don't realize. That if you put enemies on a jump pad and then you hit them while they're in the air, they actually there's a debuff on them and they take more damage. But right now, a lot of that stuff isn't easily serviced. But over time, we're gonna bring that a bit more to the forefront.
Gotcha.
So you know, people at the beginning of the game may be like, okay, I can win a mission, but guys like KL, when they start achieving true greatness, will be like, oh, I can kill all these creatures with five hit traps without actually firing a single shot, and we're going to reward you to do that. But that's future focusing.
Anyone with a turret, can we get a turret right where I'm standing?
Made some changes to turrets, actually. People in the global channel were already asking. So they behave like traps now. They don't have to be slotted on the weapon bar. We just cleaned that up. So now they're basically fitting in the right role, the right space on the bar for everybody.
Right over in this corner right here. Probably facing this way. I don't know where they're gonna come from. Yeah, right there. That's good. Some of that Zapatron action.
That's all for you.
Okay.
All right.
I think we're about ready.
That's it. That's it.
Let's do it.
See if I have anything left over.
You gotta, always gotta have something for repairs and stuff like that.
I think I'm good. All right. Positing blue glow.
Blue glow deposited.
All right. So, first stage here.
Stage 1 powering up.
See where they.
I'm betting no problems. You guys are all over this.
Yeah, feels pretty good. Got a good placement on those sentries there. Oh yeah, let's look at this for a second.
Yeah, it's
They're
got a
gonna
little
drop
bit.
right down in here. Let's see, some of those that are dropping down are gonna come over to these traps too. It looks like maybe.
It's working well. Whoops. Except when I do that.
Except when you're just throwing your own base. That's fine. You get your shield working out a little bit. We were trying to get it so like you spend less time tangling with maintaining your health and so shield bar is our answer to that.
Alright, someone back down
Yeah,
that
just
corner.
20 seconds left here. First stage, pretty good.
Yep.
Please send bullet snacks. Love, husks.
Oh, you love walking into the bees, man.
They're shooting them at me. I'm just trying to hold my ground.
All right,
Nice job.
Stage 1, no major problems. Looks like it went
Major.
pretty. See, it's like everything held up. Nice.
Alright. What I did notice is this corner right here is a little.
Yeah, because they drop down right into that
Yeah, they
spot,
drop
right?
down in this corner. So what's the plan here? Oh, actually, I know. Can we get some ceiling traps? Actually, yeah. Let them fall right here, and then get ceiling traps right there. Let's see. Maybe I have some. No, I don't. Can I build some?
Only you could make some.
I can build. No, I can't.
Oh, what are you missing?
What do you need?
Nuts
Nuts
and
and
bolts.
bolts.
Nuts and bolts.
Scratch one enemy.
So you're gonna let them continue to fall down there, but with a couple ceiling traps under.
Yeah, just to add a little bit of defense to it. Oh wait. Yeah, take that one out.
Did you see that? I just went berserk.
And we still have one turret up. The turret seemed like they were melting. I'm actually gonna.
See that squad?
20 cars. Buy some nuts and bolts.
Yep.
Get that last couple nuts and bolts for your trap.
For my trap, yep.
Looks like you're taking some heat here They snuck up on you.
The patrol.
I like
We're gonna
seeing,
head back
I like
over.
seeing just the random just bone come flying from off screen.
Yes.
Okay. Get back over here, and
Rift spotted.
next time I'm gonna drop an
I
airstrike.
was gonna say you didn't even use it. That's the
No.
other thing you could have done with
Oh,
those
it's
dropping.
already
it.
set up for me. All right, sweet. All right,
Getting reports here that
All
your
right.
I
fort
have
is
great
haunted by
teammates.
the gas.
Push the button.
Go 86 'em.
head back in here
Let's
to
make
push
it-
this button.
Let's make it happen.
All right, here's wave 2.
All right. Let's see what
Get
let's
back
see
in
what
the
your
same
changes
spot.
have done over here. Oh.
Hunters in the AO.
It seems less heavy on this side. I don't know why that is.
Oh, they're coming from above. Looks like they're coming from straight north this time around.
Yeah. They're all on the other side.
You guys have invested some time in this.
That's how we do it.
Adjustment seems to be pretty good.
Yeah, it's helping out. That's what I love about this one is like you get to see a wave and then
And then
figure out where you need to make adjustments and do so. Stay up, ball.
they don't like the adjustment.
No, they don't.
That's
Speed. Nice.
Oh, it's starting to get a little more heated here. A little more heated action.
Figure out where's the maximum.
Yeah,
damage
they're
I
all
can
spread
do right
out. It's
now.
not a good thing. Plus your ninja's going to work on them in the pit.
Yeah, there we go. Let's drop this on.
212 freestyle ninja.
No, it didn't.
Yeah,
I thought he was
yeah.
gonna keep running. No, now she's running.
10 seconds. You're all right.
Yeah,
You
we're
get
good.
it.
We're good. We're good.
You guys are good.
Oh yeah.
See, got your little bonus there.
Job.
I'm pretty happy with this
Good
base.
job.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
methodical planning
You
paid off.
ready to go right back in? How we doing on ammo? Like
Instructor's pulling his weight, which is good.
Yeah, that's true.
Gonna go with different weapons this time.
Yeah, we switch it up a little bit. Is that medium? So small from where I'm sitting. I think it's medium.
Yeah. Yep.
So what are you thinking about the split view now with your crafting inventory, Cal? Was
Much-
it easier to
much
easier to-
easier.
yeah, a little easier now.
Significantly easier.
Yeah.
That'll do nicely.
Is that a rocket launcher
He
you just
did.
picked up?
He did.
Oh,
He
it
just
is.
pick up a
We've
rocket
got
launcher.
man.
a we've got a patrol. Just
Only you had a rocket launcher to
Yeah,
destroy
just
that patrol.
just shoot at that patrol.
Well,
Oh. There you
it's
go.
gonna be gone by the time.
Yeah, maybe.
That was another change I saw on the release notes that excited me was the grenade and rocket launcher schematics.
Yeah,
Oh,
they-
yeah.
They
Added
have
to
been
card
added.
packs.
They have added to the llamas.
For the good guys.
Yeah, that's I will be searching for those.
Taken down.
Oh yeah, we're gonna use this. All right, next wave. Positions.
Looks like you might need a little bit more blue glow there in order to get that thing to go.
Do it. Oh yeah,
Let's
we
find
do.
out.
You don't have any blue glow to deposit.
I think we have plenty of blue glow though.
You do.
Yeah.
Could ask
Yeah,
one of
I
your
think one of your
fine.
teammates there, yeah.
Go order up some.
There he goes. He's coming around.
Yeah, go ahead and deposit that blue glow.
Blue glow has been deposited.
All right.
4 minutes this time.
Final stage powering up.
Look like you're gonna see a lot from this side this time, maybe. Oh.
That's how we do it.
Getting reports here that your fort has uninvited guests.
Get my UT rocket skills on.
Oh,
Yeah, you only got so many shots in that thing, and then it breaks.
oh man.
There you go.
On target.
Yeah,
Taking fire.
it's getting a little more serious over there here in
Yeah,
this
there
in this
is.
stage.
Soldier style.
It's pictures.
Yeah.
Tango down.
Have to strafe them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dodging pitchers is just like a reflex you gotta
You gotta get.
you just gotta do now, right? Like, oh, I'm seeing a flinger up there.
Wasn't throwing those guys.
Yeah.
At your base.
Yeah, he's throwing them up top. Hopefully somebody's up there. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's fine.
It's getting a little bit hectic. And down goes that sentry.
Lost your sentry gun, so if we're trying to hang out in the slow field, which is not a bad thing. Just not a lot of melee guys to slow up currently.
Yeah. Thought they would come over. Well, Ninja came over and cleaned them up like that.
Like, oh,
The
here comes
traps
the
are
blaster.
still,
Yeah,
The
that
last of the
second
traps
level
are
of traps
gone.
is held up. That proves to be a good little strategy there.
Switch out to the. I think this is the dragonfly.
Oh wow, that blaster is. He's like, I'm gonna stand up here and.
Got him.
Oh, okay. Wow, his first instinct is I'm gonna run.
You got enough. Smasher's a little tuckered out.
Oh man.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Well played.
Yeah, nice.
Slowed him down.
Put him
Let's-
down,
let's
trap
look at
him in there,
Yeah.
light him up.
Oh wow.
Good job.
Taking real damage now,
Yeah.
KO.
Oh, secondary. They managed to do some damage.
All right, 1 minute to go.
I got it. There's a hole somewhere.
Oh no. Oh, I can just see.
Oh my
I
God.
just see Husks. You got to get that flinger, man. He's right here. He's
Yeah,
like,
you need to.
he's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
They
like,
switch to melee.
Yeah,
He
gotta
just-
switch. Oh, he's got no melee weapons, so it's commando.
man.
He's gonna need
There
his
you go, there's
ninja buddies
Ninja.
to help him out.
Yeah, that flinger was dunking on you, man. This guy walked right up to the fort and is just like, I'm gonna place some Husks up on top of it.
Oh
There's
man,
just way too much.
there's a lot
going over
of badness over there.
Yeah.
Traps are coming
Kind of
offline.
messy,
That's
but it's
not
messy.
good.
But 20 seconds,
Yeah,
right?
no, you got it. I
That's
just
what you
he's
want.
not. He just.
It just means he didn't build
He
too
didn't-
much.
he
He
didn't
built the
get-
right amount, right?
He didn't get the bonus objective.
Well,
10 seconds. 10 seconds. Trying to
You
hold
got
out.
it. You got the game.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
Oh, there it is. Oh no.
I promised a rocket launcher you could see.
Yeah.
You can see it right there through that crack. You can see it.
Well done. Well done. Well done.
Oh man.
So we'll work on that one.
That's
Yeah.
a bug.
Yeah, that's cool.
We'll add that to Jira tonight.
All right. Well, this was fun. Thank you, KL, for being our Fortnite crash test dummy
Yep.
again this week,
Yep.
and you guys for joining. We hope you guys have had fun watching. We hope we've given you a bunch of codes, and some of you are going to be jumping in and playing. And we will see you guys next time.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Yep.
Later.
Thanks, guys.